Alright, I know that Larry the Batman fan made a rant video and all that. I'm not worried about all that. I had to do it because you just kept talking about people, but I'm not going to go after you. But if you make another video about me, I'm going to respond back. But enough about that Zoom. I'm not even going to talk about Larry the Batman fan in the future. But here what we're going to talk about. We're going to do a little reaction video. WWE 2K24 14 removed features that are coming back. Yeah.
WWE 2K24 got its first information drop, and within that news drop, I noticed that there was a bunch of things that are actually returning to the series after being dropped from previous WWE games. So in this video, I'm going to go through the 14 removed features that are coming back in WWE 2K24.
It should never left.
First up is the special guest referee match type,
It should never have left.
which has been highly requested for years now by players of WWE 2K games. It was revealed thanks to an interview on ScreenRant.com that the match type will play similar to the WWE 13 version.
The WWE version. But you play, well, I know it was in WWE 13, yeah, right. That does not look like WWE 13. That looks like 2K15 on the PS version. The PS3 version
Of the match type rather than the SmackDown vs. Raw version of the match type. So you won't be able to just go crazy knocking everyone out whenever you feel like, because eventually you're going to go too far and get kicked out of the match and replaced with an actual referee. There's also going to be the Screwjob feature returning to the match, which allows for you to call for a submission when someone hasn't even tapped out. A brand new feature to the match type will also be the ability to call for DQs without any reason to do so. In previous games, you had to be at least hit by someone to get the option for the DQ. But according to the interview that I mentioned previously, you'll have the ability to do it whenever you just feel like it. There's no word on what matches will allow special guest referee. I'm hoping that there will be options again, like past games, to be able to ref match types within Hell in a Cell and Iron Man matches, for example. Being limited to just normal match types would be really disappointing. The casket match has not been a selectable match type now for almost 24 years.
Yeah, the casket match is coming back. They should never gotten rid of it. You would say it wasn't in a lot of the previous games. Well, Inferno matches. Where's the Inferno matches at? How come that's not coming back?
Years. It was selectable in SmackDown 2, which released in 2000 for the PS1. Now, 24 years later, it's finally back. The last time the match appeared in any capacity in a WWE 2K game was 2K15 as a showcase.
2K15. 2K15, yeah, of course. Nobody liked WWE 2K15. So no one cared. Nobody liked it because it had John Cena on it. Besides, he messed up that game. He had a bunch of garbage rap songs. So, yeah. Just because the casket came back, casket match came back, you wouldn't have in WWE 2K15 just because it came back, it didn't matter. The game 2K15 was trash. Or that makes TNA's video game look better than this.
Exclusive match only, so you could only play as Kane against Triple H in this match, and unfortunately you couldn't unlock it in WWE 2K15 for use outside of the mode. There's not much known about the match type other than you can close the casket yourself rather than the ref closing it, and it supposedly can be used as a weapon. Like, I'm guessing you could slam the lid on someone's arm, for example. I doubt we'll be running around with caskets like the SmackDown 2 days. I guess it will play somewhat similar to the WWE 2K15 version that we got in showcase mode, which means that there will likely be a QTE minigame to close the lid, with the lid shut in once the opponent has
That's the old school version. Now they're doing it the new school version.
taken enough damage.
For it again. Oh, what a pedigree!
Who even cares?
And now look at this! Into the casket! He's almost got it!
I bet you couldn't even play 2K14 on the PlayStation 4. Who knows, you could. I don't think people had PS4 versions of 2K14 gameplays. People still using PS3. PS2 was gone. PS3 was going to be on its way out. PS4 is definitely going to be on its way out. I think 2K25 will be... It better be better than 2K15. It better be.
Oh my god! The casket! Slams the casket shut! Triple H has done it. The game is disposed of.
The Gauntlet match is another past match type that is returned.
Oh my gosh. This should never have left the game at all. Definitely never gotten rid of it. This should never have left.
Turning in WWE 2K24. It's pretty much a simple match type to do in the game. All you have to do is just have someone enter the match.
These commercials.
After beating the other one up.
There's other channels that have the same problem. I don't know if I can get premium.
It's a pretty nice addition though, and it would be cool to see the match type have the option to be played in slobber knocker mode, which means you have to go through as many superstars as possible to get the best score before the time runs out or you get defeated. Now you might be thinking with this one, you're going crazy, we've never had an ambulance match.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it's returning. This is on the DS. Yeah, the DS. One of those little mini things. Now people have to switch, so you probably will be able to play it. And now there's this PS5 portal. The portal. They got this portal thing that looks like the Switch. Who knows? Now you can play it at anywhere, anytime, anywhere.
Before in WWE games. Well, we actually did in SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, only on the Nintendo DS though. So we haven't had it on like the main consoles, but it has appeared before. I wouldn't be too shocked if this match type plays similar to how it was here, with a minigame popping up with you trying to slam the door shut whilst
They're gonna do it the 2K way. No one even likes it.
the opponent you've thrown in is fighting against the door closed.
It still says Gauntlet match. You see that here? It still says Gauntlet. It doesn't say, this here, so, you know.
In. Though I'm guessing the ambulance won't be driving in the crowd like the last time this match type showed up. The backstage area is getting some fun improvements with more interactivity in WWE 2K24, which is something I've really wanted to see for a long time now. Sure, we did get a bit in WWE
John Cena with his ridiculousness.
2K23, but it was like only 2 interactive spots. In 2K14, however, we'll now have a usable elevator along with the drinks machine, which has appeared before, though this time we can get some cans out of it to just fling at our opponents. One of the other spots
Yeah, now you can throw it. Trying to throw the light.
That's been added is something that used to be in backstage areas, and that's the backstage glass spot.
Brock Lesnar. He's got the body, the attitude, the intensity. He was a champion in college and added a WWE title to his resume within months after joining the company.
I agree. The Beast was born for this, Cole. I won't argue with that. I don't believe it. The match is over.
Yeah, the match is over. Woo! Yeah. Who even cares? Because the PS3, some weird reason, keeps the old classic matches. Some strange reason.
Backstage is also no longer limited to just 2 people backstage. You can now up the limit to 4 people during backstage brawl.
Or you could do I think you can do 1-on-3s. You could do it in SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. You could do more matches than just like a fatal 4-way. I think you can do more than that. I think it was 6-man. I don't know.
Brawls, which is something you could do, but was then removed with WWE 2K15 not having backstage areas at all, And when WWE 2K17 brought it back, it was only limited to 2 people. And now finally, in WWE 2K24, we're back to 4 people backstage. There's also some weapons that will be making their return after being taken out a few years.
Oh, they should never left. They got rid of the trash can. Because it seems that people don't do trash cans in wrestling no more. Wrestling sucks now. We don't know if this game's gonna suck.
Years ago, WWE 2K24 will bring back the trash can, guitar, and the microphone as weapons.
Oh yeah, they'll bring you back to guitar. How about you fix Universe Mode, GM Mode, My Rise, My Career? Cause when Universe Mode came out, it was something different. You normally never seen that in SmackDown versus Raw games. You just had GM modes. So, you know.
That are likely to be under the ring, though I'm not quite sure yet if they are going to be exclusive to just certain areas. It would be nice to have the trash can, for example, under the ring, as it has been limited to just backstage areas for many years now. And now this next one is something I'm genuinely really excited for. It's the return of the...
Why y'all got rid of it? You got rid of it. Now you're putting it in 2K24. D. Jose said that the game will last 3 months. And that is it. That's what's wrong with 2K games. This should last more. But people still play 2K14 SmackDown vs. Raw games. SmackDown here comes in, people still talk about it. No one talks about 2K15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2K Battlegrounds. No one does. Only a few selectives.
camera pointing towards the stage, camera angle, during...
Plus, people still have to play 2K20. People still play 2K20. That's the only reason why people play 2K20 for 2 years. That's the only reason. More like 3. Is it 3 years? No. That's the only reason people still play the game like they thought the game lasts forever. Even though it didn't. It died!
during Royal Rumble matches. I've always felt like that camera angle just works so much better for Royal Rumble matches. As you can see people entering the ring, you get to see the stage, and everything works better in my opinion. However, for anyone who wants to keep that realistic camera angle, then you'll be happy to know that it's just an option that you can switch on or off. Throwing weapons has been a thing in WWE games since the days of...
Oh, now you're bringing back throwing weapons? Yeah, we haven't seen this in a while. I know they weren't even in the SmackDown vs. Raw games. We know that. But why are you bringing back classic features in a 2K game? It just doesn't work on 2K games. They're gonna be buggy and glitchy. Imagine you throw your opponent through your chair. The bug probably will glitch. Just like WWE 12, it had glitches. Instead of rich gameplay.
No mercy. But it has been in and out of games for a long time now. It returned once again in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 before being...
Yeah, I know that. But here, what you're basically trying to say that these are the removed rules. You basically got like a lame text title with a voice and just get all the clips. That's all you got this gen gaming. No offense to your channel. No offense.
being removed once again. It's now back, and I'm happy to start throwing chairs and whatever I can find at opponents' heads again. Hopefully it won't be removed again. WWE 2K24 also ups the realism by including...
Oh, they're gonna have real referees. That should have been in the game a long time ago.
actual referees you see on WWE TV. This is the first time that they've been included since SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, and in WWE 2K24 there was actually even 7 to choose from. This is closer to the Raw 2 days where you could pick from a bunch of different referees on the menu screen.
See, Raw was 2 days had it. It was good to have it. These 2K games, they don't last long. They're probably gonna remove it in 2K29. By then, I'm not even gonna be. Oh, who cares? I hope that y'all are fixing the game. Because if there's no improvement, I don't know. Y'all a lot of people are not going to buy your game.
With them all being actual referees, with their names, and even different styles, with each ref having their own counting speed, for example. Hopefully that returns too. My GM is also getting some returning features in WWE 2K24, with the return of trades to the mode. Don't want a certain
Trades? Oh, my. Yeah. Yeah, they're bringing back trades. You want to bring back trades? You can't even fix universe mode. You can't even fix none of these games. Lames. You can do better than this. You want to bring back trades? You want to bring this feature back?
superstar on the roster anymore? Well, just offer them up to a rival brand. And if you're feeling lucky, just give them your worst rated.
That's not even. You bring that trade with 2K. Is this THQ behind this? It has to be. There's probably fans of THQ. It can't be 2K transaction for this. There's no way. Been playing games since.
Superstar for their top rated star and just hope for the best. Usually it doesn't work. Contract management is also back in my GM.
Contract management. How about you fix universe mode? How about we can draft people in the universe mode or something like that? Why don't you bring that back?
In previous MyGM modes, most of your roster was just signed to lifetime contracts, so you didn't have to renew deals and keep an eye on when their deals were coming up. You just knew you had them for the entire mode. Now, like the old SmackDown vs. Raw GM mode days, you have to keep an eye on the contracts and make sure everyone is signed. The return of unlockable MyRise characters is something that should have never been removed in the first place.
Who cares about my rise characters? Nobody wants that. Nobody cares. They don't add nothing else to my rise. You can't really become GM or become a referee or create your own show as a general manager. You can't even do that or have drafts. You want to have this back?
But I'm happy to say that when you play MyRise in 2K24, you'll be able to unlock the original characters that are within the mode. The days of having to download them from community creations is finally over, and hopefully not being able to unlock them will be a thing in the past for good now.
I'll be standing in Orlando at the Performance Center. You can continue standing in high school gyms.
Terrible voice acting.
We'll see.
And lastly, a create mode is also returning to
Create a sign? Ha ha! Oh boy, create a sign? I can't. And you people out here are missing the 2010. People are so nostalgic over the 2010s. People are so nostalgic. And this is what I don't get. They're nostalgic over selective things in the 2010s, like this. This is what I don't get. I really don't understand. Create a sign? You really think create a sign is gonna be the comeback? Create a sign? Oh, I mean, I have to put good taste rule? I could put good taste rule. PG sucks. Pathetic.
WWE 2K24. And it's one that's kind of underrated and forgotten about, that being create a sign.
It's forgotten. How you get forgotten? Pathetic 2K.
In SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 and beyond, you could use the paint tool to create designs that you could then import over into a sign that fans will then hold up during matches. I'm guessing this means the process will be much easier now, as you
But where's create a referee or create a manager, create a commentary mode? Like, you can't do that. Where's that at? Like, create 6-side rings? Or, like, create a show with intros? Or take intros from other content creators or something. Like, you can't do that. We can't create our own referees. I think we are. What about like counter? I don't want to hear Michael Cole. You won't fire. They can't just fire this goon. Can't fire this goon. Can't fire. They can't just fire him. Can't he just go away? He just can't go away. He's not even on Raw anymore. That's why I'm glad that WWE went downhill when it was PG, and then it became the NDPG era. And now it's dead now. It's the Netflix era now. I don't know what it is. I don't know what era this is now. That's why all the channels are gone. They can't run on this product no more. That's all I don't.
You can download any design you need from Community Creations and use that as your sign. It's a small but good create mode to bring back, especially if you want the authentic created superstar. And those are the 14 things that are returning to WWE 2K24 after being removed from previous games.
Okay, I'm done. Killer Cyber Slayer. KCS. Signing off.